Hi everyone, Adam Steele from Hot Pole Studios here, and today I have a bit of an interesting video about this Tele style guitar. This thing is gorgeous, but it doesn't bite the way that I want it to bite on high gain stuff. This is with the JCM 800 absolutely dimed, and listen to this. Sounds good. Sounds really good. It's got that kind of Tom Morello kind of thing going on, but it's not what I want from this guitar. But I don't want to put a humbucker in, and I don't want to do any massive modding to it. So what's the answer? The answer I've come up with is to get a new pickup from Alchemy Pickups. This is a custom Tele, still a single coil, with a 21 kilo ohm output. So this is about as hot as you are going to get on a single coil Telecaster pickup. Let's try it out. And before anyone says, oh, just get a boost pedal, I'm going to be doing that as part of this video anyway. And yes, boost pedals are great, but especially with something like a Telecaster, as you boost, the noise floor will massively increase. And what I'm trying to do is get a completely different response out of this guitar. Now, the guys at Alchemy Pickups, I had quite the conversation with them about this. This was my idea to do something ultra hot. But some of you may know that as you increase the impedance on a pickup, that very often adds lots of high-end loss. So you end up with a really muddy sound. That's the downside. Often that's what we see with high output humbuckers as well, is that the more whines, the darker it sounds. So the guys at Alchemy have tried to compensate for that and have made me this lovely monster of a pickup that is filled absolutely to the brim with whines of a really, really thin, he was telling me, a really thin wire, which means that that should bring some of the high end back. So this is really unusual. Apparently it was quite a pain to wind, so thanks to the guys at Alchemy. And so the pain is I'm going to have to take the whole bridge off to do this, which is a pain. Typical with Telecasters though, that the way the bridge is mounted, if you want to swap the pickups, it makes for a tough time, but it's not impossible. And in this case, it is just a case of desoldering the two wires from the bridge pickup, soldering these in its place. And he did also send me a nice fancy capacitor, which I will install as well. And consider this part of the upgrade here as well. So it's not quite pickup to pickup comparison, but this is apparently to affect the tone roll-off in a different way and shouldn't really affect the circuit when the tone's fully open anyway, which is what I tend to like. So, talking aside, let's give you some demos. I've got 4 amps plugged in, and, well, I'll just give you a little bit of the neck pickup, just to give you an idea, because the neck pickup's not going to change. So this is my Mesa dual rectifier setup. So this is the JCM 800 50 watt that's over there. Very nice, but the bridge is what we're interested in today. And the bridge sounds more like this. This is again the JCM 800. I've also got the Wharfdale, which is more like a hot rodded Marshall. Got the 5150, which is quite gainy, but still not the sound I'm after. And last but not least, I've got a dual rectifier, or at least something very equivalent as amp number 1. I've been going 4, 3, 2, 1. So here's that dual rec style sound. They all sound good, and these were all without boosts. So now I'm going to try the Antares Overdrive in front of all of these to give you some more of an idea of a boosted sound. So here's the dual rec with a boost. The 5150. The Wharfdale. And last but not least, with no gate, the JCM 800. Which unmistakably sounds like a JCM 800 and a Telecaster, even with a boost. Let's switch it out for the crazy boost, the Pepper's Pedals Dirty Tree. Oh, hear that noise. Yeah, that's this pickup and that boost and that amp don't sound like they go well together. But let's try the Wharfdale. Very spanky. Let's try the 5150. And last but not least, the one that really needs the boost, which is the dual rectifier. Oh yes, I was wondering if the noise gate was doing its job then, just turned that noise gate off and got this. So yes, it's doing its job. Now, without further ado, let's turn off the amps. These are brand new strings on this, by the way, Diodario 9s. So I'm going to keep the same strings for a fair comparison because they've been played now for a total of 5 minutes. And we'll take the whole bridge off and swap out the pickup. Whilst you watch this lovely time lapse, I'll answer some questions at this point. Yes, I used a string height ruler before I took the strings off, so at the end you'll see me match the string height. And my control room here is well ventilated with a full AC system which was on full blast while I was doing this to make sure the fumes were extracted properly. So yeah, don't use a soldering iron in a confined space. I also had to reset the intonation at the end of this as well. That was a bit of a pain, but needed doing anyway. So the original capacitor was a 0.033 microfarad, and the new one is a 0.1, which apparently helps with rolling the tone off with this more powerful pickup. So let's hear it. Here we are. Everything is done. And for reference, here's the JCM 800 with the neck pickup. And then with the bridge. Much more aggressive on the JCM 800, but it still sounds undeniably Telecaster-ish. Let's try the Wharfdale, which is similar but with more oomph. Haha! Helps when you play the right notes. So yeah, that's a lot more beefy. This is without a boost, by the way. Let's try the 5150. And the dual rec. Even on the really thick, woolly dual rec sound, I can still hear in there when I'm playing something that's not just a straight power chord. I can still hear the character of the guitar, which, well done, Alchemy Pickups. That is really impressive. Let's turn on the Antares and get some more overdrive on this. So this is the dual rectifier with an overdrive. Yeah, I can feel the definition there, and it's not woolly, which is great. 5150 with the Antares. Still definitely sounds like a single coil, but not offensive. Here's the Wharfdale. And the JCM. So, very definitely still a Telecaster, even with a boost in front of the preamp volume on this being full, by the way. This is on as gainy as it will go. Old JCM 800s are not as high gain as people think they are. Let's go for the dirty tree, which is the boost with gain. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I was going for, and on the JCM 800 again, that is without a gate. That's with a serious boost, no gate. Whereas something like the Mesa with a gate, let's hear that with the dirty tree. Yeah, I can still hear every note, even though it's high gain with a boost in front of a saggy dual rec sound. I can still do the digga-digga-dick stuff. I was worried that that would be a mush. I mean, if my playing was cleaner, it would be cleaner. But on a 5150, that's going to be pretty tight. So yeah, there you go. And last but not least, a bit of the Wharfdale, just for good measure. So yeah, that is really aggressive, really bright, really forward compared to, say, the neck pickup, which is... So yeah, if you were thinking of an alternative kind of tone that wasn't just a regular old humbucker, or even the whole, like, because you can do the rails thing. I'm not a big fan of the rails thing. I've tried it before and it just doesn't have the same oomph as a humbucker, but it doesn't have the best of any worlds. Whereas this gives me a single coil sound, but one that can really keep up with high gain tones. So yeah, thanks to LT Custom for the kind of semi-permanent loan of this guitar, because this is technically not mine still. And thanks to the guys at Alchemy Pickups for making me this, which I paid for, by the way. It's not a sponsored video. I paid for the pickup here. And yeah, check out Alchemy Pickups. They do anything that you would like. Tele, Strats, Humbuckers, the works, anything. And they are really cool people. So thanks, everybody. Check those guys out. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Pick throw.